Hey, what's going on, everybody? No, really, what's going on? Because we're here to talk about the Marvel Studios Let's Play Shang-Chi event video that went live with CM Cerebro alongside Megan Camarena, who you might remember from the Black Widow Web of Spies playthrough. We're going to be dissecting this video for Easter eggs and funny bits and some information or lack of information about the Shang-Chi event, the character himself, and some possible news about Heroes for Hire and their future use. There's also some tidbits regarding the Weapon X team and information on Cloak and Dagger's release, and the very likely BUGGED kit. So all of that and more in today's video analysis, so strap in tight, and let's get this roller coaster on its way. Alright, so we're here over on YouTube where they did go live with this video. It was the Shang-Chi inspired event video that went live on the Marvel Entertainment page, both on YouTube and on Twitch. We're here on the YouTube version of that. We're going to take a look at this. I have kind of points where I want to kind of skip ahead to, where he talks about a handful of different things, and I want to give my take on that and see what you guys think about it as well. So if you do want to, this was a massive cringe fest. I did sit through like an hour of this. It's an hour long, and it took me probably about an hour and a half after, you know, pausing it, writing notes and all of that stuff so I could bring this to you guys, because there are some important stuff on that and some funny bits, I think. So I'm not going to be maximizing the video here. You guys can see it. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear it as well. Fine. But the comments on the side are pretty funny in the chat replay, so take a look at that every now and then. There's a couple of people who always are talking about Shang-Chi and addressing the special, which we'll talk about. So we'll talk about this first part here.
Each of these medallions is going to give you something special and unique in the game, and the more medallions you unlock, the more bonuses that you'll get. So if you unlock a certain number of medallions, at least 7, then you can unlock the special costume. If you unlock all 10, you're going to get extra characters shards for Shang-Chi.
Okay, this is the first thing that I want to talk about. So all 10 medallions, extra shards for Shang-Chi. Now, is this beyond the silver medallion that we know that you can get for 1,000 cores, in which you get 30 shards for? Now, if there was anyone in the comments down below, who can let me know if this is the case, if you happen to spend on these offer medallions that, yeah, I forget which ones they are, but there's 2 of them beyond the silver medallion and are ahead in the achievements, I would love to know if there is extra shards and how many there is. You know, this actually does bother me a tiny bit because they don't tell us what these rewards are in advance. Are they good or are they shit? You know, so what are the values? If I were to buy these offer medallions, how many shards of Shang-Chi am I going to get? We know that you can get him 4-star free to play via the silver medallion, 150 shards during the milestone, and 30 with the orb, which gets us to 4-star. How many more can we possibly get out of this event? I don't know. Let's continue on to the next point here. We're going to jump ahead to 1028 or thereabouts, and if I can click there properly.
That's where you can see where you can spend all of that fire essence. So this is the first time that we're giving our players like the choice, like the agency to decide what they want to spend it on, right? So if you need some certain different types of gear, or maybe you want to get like some, some credits for the elite store, it's your choice. You can come and spend it how you want, and then whenever you spend money or the currency, excuse me, in that store, you're going to be earning credit towards the milestone. So it's all intertwined.
All right, so agency to buy supplies how you want in the Fire Essence currency shop. Now, I think that this is to some degree an illusion of choice, because while it might seem like you get to pick, and you do, there is stuff missing, notably Tier 13 Superior Uniques. A lot wanted and preferred this to others, but I would be curious if you added up your purchases here and you add up all your gear and compared it to a past event where you open those orange orbs instead, would it make a big difference? Are you getting more? Are you getting less? Or about the same? So I would be curious about the outcome of the total gear. Now, unfortunately, I never really calculated everything from the last major event, the Web of Spies or whatever. But yeah, I wonder if it is different, if it's better. I think it's probably about the same. It just makes you think that you're getting more, and maybe it's not really. And I wanted to jump ahead. I think her reaction on this was kind of funny here at 11:20.
Out there, find stuff you like.
Get whatever you want.
Just a little shopping spree?
Total shopping spree.
Yeah, do some shopping spree. Why not? Go crazy.
Okay, well, all right, and then I'll just get some of this because Gamora needs it. So why not?
Why not?
Yep.
Yeah,
basic
yeah.
catalysts are great because they're useful for basically pretty much every character. You're going to need basic catalysts at some point.
Okay.
ABCs,
So,
why not?
grab some purple.
Just spend all
Just
the money.
everything. It's just, I found it really funny that she just went and bought everything, you know, regardless of what it is. And I do want to say, guys, that if you do want to clear the milestone, very likely you're going to have to pick up some elite credits in order to fulfill the milestone for 72,000, just because there's a finite number of store resets in order to get those in. So if you're strictly just buying certain orange pieces, you might not be able to spend all that currency. Very likely you'll have to get some elite 5 or 4 credits every time the store resets. So just keep that in mind. We're going to jump ahead to the next one, and that's around 1440 or so. Let's jump ahead here, 1436.
So, Thea Lamb just asked, how long should I play to unlock all the event milestones? I mean, you should be playing every single day, right, Nick?
Oh, sure. I mean, but the event runs for 14 days. You absolutely should not. I mean, here's the thing. Okay.
Okay.
Let me refrain from making absolute statements because the community will come back at me if I make absolute statements. So.
Gotcha.
No absolute statements, because yes, people like me and other content creators are going to rip you apart because it's misleading. And so, but he did say, he goes on to say that it's designed to be cleared if you play every single day. So to his credit, he did backpedal there and did correct himself. So I'm fine with that. But let's move on to the next one at 1635 or thereabouts here.
And then 10 at the grand total.
Right. Yeah. If you open all 10, you'll get extra character shards for Shang-Chi for his yellow stars.
Okay, so again, says it again, bonus Shang-Chi shards if you get all 10 of the medallions. How many? We still don't know. And this makes it sound like it's bonus beyond the silver medallion. Some confirmation on this would be really, really great because this is really misleading. Is it 10 shards? Is it 50 shards? Is it more? Nobody knows. So please, you know, do let us know what's going on because I think the offers on the medallions, on the paid medallions, are available until the end of the event, and this might change people's opinion on whether or not they're going to buy it or not. But since we don't know, why should we go and do it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Let's move on to the next one. Actually, it's not too far ahead here. He talks about yellow stars.
Getting enough bits to unlock the battle armor costume for Shang-Chi. Achievement 10 will contain additional Shang-Chi character shards. And we love character shards because what do they do, Nick?
They do everything.
They do
it's the base. It's the base for every character. It helps you to unlock the character. It helps you to level them up and get them stronger. In some cases, there are certain events in the game which will want your character to be at least a certain level, usually like 5 yellow stars.
5 yellow stars for events. Okay, Heroes for Hire legendary status confirmed here. We need yellow stars for Shang-Chi for this. 5 yellow star baseline. Okay, so how do we get that? Once again, that comes back to what I just said previously. How many bonus shards are we going to be getting if we open all 10 medallions? We don't know this. Is this going to be important? It sounds like getting him to 5-star or as close as we possibly can is going to be important. So I would obviously, suggest that everyone gets as much as they can, at least getting to that 4-star level in this event, which is basically maxing out the event or more or less like that, so that you can get the 4-star. Beyond that, how are we going to get more shards? And if he is a Heroes for Hire, if Heroes for Hire is the legendary unlock, well, start thinking about how you're going to get 5-star for these characters, whether it's money or some other way. Let's jump ahead to the next. There's a really funny bit here about red stars.
Means that he needs to be. He's got red stars. I think that need to be activated. So if you click on Drax, that's interesting. I actually don't know. You may have found a little bit of a bug there.
Drax visual red star bug. Oopsies.
That's something. It's something that actually should fix itself once it.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh,
I thought that was funny.
There you go.
Now it's fixed.
Trained him up, and then it did that.
We just hit a little bit of a visual anomaly there, but
all right, visual. I've never had that happen, but if you guys have, let me know. So now that's all out of the way regarding the event. Let's talk about some Shang-Chi gameplay because they take him into combat, and well, that's kind of interesting. So let's check that out. So we're going to jump ahead to 3250 here, and look at the side comments as well. It's kind of funny. The chat, Elder Texas.
Will use their special and ultimate abilities if they have the energy to
Use Shang-Chi's special ability, that's what he says. So I just wanted to... A lot of people are commenting on the side about Shang-Chi's bugginess, and, you know, I've been going on about this. So let's jump ahead to 3430.
And, you know, where he kind of fits in. So again, our characters...
We're going over Shang-Chi in the roster screen here. The chat on the side is pretty hilarious about the special working as intended or not, since we know there is an undisclosed heal and counter bug where he heals everyone and applies counter to all Heroes for Hire members.
Named characters have...
So we're going to jump ahead again to 3610 specifically, where he talks about the special.
Team will get to attack before the other team does.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, so let's back out, and we'll take a look at his special really quick. So here it says, what I will call out, is he clears one negative effect from himself and his allies. So that's a big thing in this game, is being able, because your enemy is constantly trying to put stuff on you, like bleed, offense down, defense down. So clearing those negative effects from your team is going to be vital in order to ensuring that they succeed.
It's really nice.
Go ahead.
It's really nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then finally, let's back out on this.
Okay, we're just skipping over it all. Okay, so taking a look at the special, the chat text on the side is pretty funny here. He skipped the special, you know, calling out the non-existent heal. Of course, this gets skipped over and not acknowledged, and we'll find out a little bit later where they talk about this is a little bit funny. 3742 is the next one.
Seeing these.
So
Casey is in
I think Ryan Leggett over here says, what a wasted opportunity to clarify the special. Yes, that's true. 4055 next time mark that I have here. Let's... Oh, I went too far. Oh, right about there, actually. So this here is the special, I'm pretty sure, where he... No, I think he's getting...
Like, you really just want to feel the power...
So, Sammy Ristolainen, Cerebro asking, is Shang-Chi working as intended? He gives counters for other than himself, and heals non-heroes for higher allies. So, I thought that was kind of funny. A lot of people just bashing here, but I mean, rightfully so, because we need to know what's going on. So, 4135. Now, this is where he actually uses the special, and this is probably the highlight of the video. So, let's take a look. I'm also going to full screen this one so you can see this a little bit better, because this is kind of important.
Like, yeah, come at me, bro.
Nice.
Okay, so did you just see that? Now I might have to do it again. Let's start from here.
Let's do this.
Okay. We got Iron Fist, and then Shang-Chi's gonna go use a special. Alright. Alright. 43k on Shang-Chi, and let's... Ooh, 113,000 on Iron Fist, and the same identical heal, 43,403 on Luke Cage. And then listen to her reaction.
Did he just heal?
Did he just heal? Look at that heal. Holy shit. Look at how much it did. It was crazy. For you can't see it. It's kind of hard because my chair's blocking the way, but Shang-Chi is 26,700 power level at level 67. 4 yellow, 3 red, and healed that much. Wow. What in the world is going on?
He just hit him and healed?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so. Like, what kind of reaction is that? You know, it's been about 10 days or so, maybe more, since he's been available through the power cores in the store, and yet, I think he's feigning ignorance, because he knows something's going on. The envoys have tried to push him on this, and yet, we still, as of the recording of this video, have no clarification on what's going on. Absolutely wild. Let's jump on ahead to 5145. They do a little bit of stuff regarding Cloak and Dagger. I kind of want to talk about this as well.
So we also have Cloak and Dagger are also entering the Marvel Strike Force world. Cloak is available for purchase now, and both Cloak and Dagger will be available to earn by September 17th.
Okay, so Cloak and Dagger will be available for purchase by September 17th, which is by next Friday, according to my calendar anyways. So my guess is that Cloak is available this week to purchase. My guess is Dagger will be available next week, but we don't know what her release method is yet. Let's jump ahead to 5238. We're kind of nearing towards the end, but there's a couple of good stuff here.
we give our players some of these pieces, and then we let them try to figure out which other pieces work the best along with them. And we genuinely love to see what our players come up with, because they're super smart.
Yeah, well, they're the ones testing the game out and kind of figuring out things that, that kind of just unfold with natural gameplay.
Thank you, Megan. Yes, we do test this buggy game out because Scopely cannot afford their own QA, so we, the players, are forced and subjected to this in order to find out what works and what doesn't. I found that pretty great, and so we're gonna let this play out to 5306.
At Cloak and Dagger in action. We have a little video to show everyone.
So a small video here of Cloak and Dagger's gameplay, and what's interesting. So you may or may not be noticing here, but when the offense down is landing, no speed bar is reduced a la Cloak's passive. But maybe he's running a level 1 passive or something and doesn't do that. I haven't checked every level of it, which I doubt is the case based on his hit points, because you can kind of see that. Once again, offense downs. I see offense downs being landed on there and no speed bar rewind. So, yeah, great animations, though, I will admit that. So, we'll pause it there, and we'll jump ahead to the next part. And we're winding down the video here, but it's just crazy that, as far as I'm aware, people have kind of contacted me and let me know that he is kind of buggy, and it may have to do with whether or not he's applying offense down or his allies are, and there seems to be some issues there, from what I understand. But of course, I don't have him, because I don't spend money on this game anymore, because I just can't trust that they're not going to be bugged.
Here?
Oh.
So we got the Weapon X Wolverine photo here, which isn't the main purpose of this video. We'll get to talking more about this later, and I'm kind of waiting to hear if Omega Red is going to be announced on Friday's blog post or not, as a legendary or not, and I'll reveal more of my thoughts in the days to come here as well, because I kind of have a feeling this is going to be a war offense team, and you know how I feel about war, so that doesn't enthuse me too much. But I do hope someone like Omega Red is more widely viable, and some of the newer characters are more widely viable for other game content aside from war, if that's the case. So let's recap over what we went over today. So bonus shards for Shang-Chi, if we open all 10 of the medallions. How many shards? We have zero idea, and I hope that there's some clarification on this, because that's important for people to know if the offers are worth buying or not for them. Heroes for Hire, Legendary Team Unlocked, semi-confirmed here. Could be a misspeak, but I think there is a good chance that they could be for the next Legendary. They also follow that kind of Legendary formula as well. And Shang-Chi's Special still bugged. We have no idea if it's getting clarification on this or not, and this really pisses me off. I hate when characters are not as advertised, whether it's for good or for bad, and it's been almost 2 weeks since the character's been out, and still radio silence. So Cerebro, get on this and explain what the hell is going on, because it's frustrating the community, and it looks bad on the company that they continue to release shit like this. I think we're going to be going for a hat trick here with the entire patch, since Cloak has some things wrong with him already, and Dagger is just a matter of time. So well, let's wait and see on that one. And I guess getting Dagger sometime next week. No confirmation on the release method still as of this recording. Maybe on Friday they'll say more about that or not. So that's the end of the video. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments down below. And of course, until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I will see you all later. Boilon signing out.